Hi, everybody. This is Jerry Rosenthal with ChampionMentorship.com, and I want to welcome you to day 5 of our series, The Top 5 Priorities for Growth. And we've had a great week this week talking about a lot of different ideas on what can help you grow your business. We started out Monday talking about the formula for success, the importance of getting in front of your 30 to 40 faces, the importance of getting your ask in gear and making sure that you're bringing people into your pipeline on a regular basis. Tuesday, Gina did a phenomenal job talking about team spirit, connecting, having goals, working together, creating a fun environment that people want to be a part of. Wednesday, we spoke about the training sweet spot, about making sure you pick the trainings you want to go to effectively and don't get into training overload. Yesterday, I spoke with you about non-negotiable goals, and today, to wrap up this week and this series, I want to talk to you about calendar accountability. Now, next to your mindset, which I think is the most important thing in this business, one of the second most important things is your calendar. Your calendar is everything in this business. Now, you all know that, and I'm not preaching to the choir here. Most of you use a calendar of some kind, whether it's the old paper calendars, which I like to use because I like to write, or you may have a calendar on your phone, but we all have a calendar. And every one of us can make goals very, very easily. But if it's not reflected in our calendar, it doesn't really help. You see, your calendar tells the story of your journey in your business. So what story is your calendar telling you? What story does it show? If I were to ask you to show me your calendar right now, what kind of story is it going to tell? You see, it's one thing to have non-negotiable goals. It's another thing to have a plan, which we talked about yesterday. But then it's a whole nother level to have those things reflected in your calendar. And everything we talked about this week leading up to today is all about making sure you have your calendar booked. And you know, one of the things that I used to do in my business is I would challenge people to have a calendar partner where they would have somebody that they could work with, where they could make sure that they were sharing their calendar with each other every week to make sure that they were doing the things that they needed to do to get in front of the people they needed to get in front of, to build their business and do the right things. Our calendar tells the story. So I want to ask you a question, and I want to challenge you to do something on the last day of this training. I want you to get out your calendar, and you don't have to do it now, you can do it after, but I want you to get out your calendar, and I want you to go back to the beginning of this year, from January forward. And I want you to take an honest look at your calendar, and I want you to see how many people did you share the business with every single month? How many appointments were you actually on every single month? How many asks did you do every single month? What are those numbers? Because sometimes those numbers can surprise us. Sometimes we can look at those numbers and go, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize they were so low. Or you can look at those numbers and go, wow, I did way more than I even thought I did. But here's the thing. We cannot be afraid of our calendar. Our calendar is there to help us, to guide us, to serve us, to direct us. It's there to let us know that we need to do better in certain areas or to keep doing well in what it is that we're doing. We can't escape the calendar. We can't walk away from it. We can't just do our thing and hope it all works out. We need to have our calendar. You know, for me, with the traveling that I do around the country, let me tell you, if I don't write things in my calendar, I will forget. The older I get, the more I realize the importance of writing things down. And my calendar is first used for business. Every coaching call I have, it's in my calendar. Every time I travel, it's in my calendar. So it's all there for me. But then guess what? Every time I go to the gym, it's in my calendar. Every time I have lunches with people that I minister to, it's in my calendar. So if I were to take my calendar and I were to show you my calendar for the months, you would know exactly where I was, what I was doing, why I got the results that I got, and how I did it, because your calendar tells the story of your journey in your business. So I want to encourage you, as we wrap up this week and this series, to make sure that you're using your calendar efficiently and effectively. Make sure that it is a tool you have with you at all time. Jot everything down in there, every appointment, every call, every training, every meeting, everything you need to do should be focused on that calendar, so you know exactly what it is that you're doing, and you can look back at the end of the year every single month and you can see your growth in your business because you laid it all out in your calendar and you were able to do it on a regular basis. So I hope that message just reminds you of something that you already know, but it's something that I believe that you should do. And I want to just say thank you for tuning in to our weekly message and our daily message. And I want to encourage you to come back at the beginning of next week, where we're going to start a brand new series of messages with our vision and our mission to help you become the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, so you can design and live the best life you can possibly live. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you next week.